Hello, everyone. We'll go ahead and get started. Kurt, if you'd like to give us an opening statement briefly, and then we'll open it up to some questions.
Yeah, I want to tip my hat to Indiana. I thought, they played really hard, like wounded, hungry for a win. And I thought they really competed really hard against us both Thursday and Saturday. So you tip your hat. I thought they outcompeted us. I thought they out-hustled us. I thought they out-physicaled us in a lot of areas of the game. And you got to tip your hat. For us, I thought we competed much better than we did Thursday. I thought we played harder. I don't know if we played as hard as Indiana, but just analyzing ourselves, we played harder than we did Thursday night. Struggled at the offensive end, right around 33% shots in the paint. The size and physicality of Indiana bothered us. They congested us in the paint, and we had one of those nights where we didn't shoot it very well until late with Natisha's few threes. We just couldn't get going from the perimeter and string together any kind of consistency offensively. It was just seemed like always a struggle tonight. So, disappointing that we couldn't sweep this series, but you see it all the time in this league. It's hard. It's hard to win 2 in a row against teams in this league.
Thank you, Kurt. We'll go ahead and open it up to some questions. Alexa, you can go first.
Hi, Kurt. Kind of down the stretch, once you guys had, narrowed the gap, it just looked like you guys couldn't get a stop on the defensive end. What was kind of happening there that, allowed Indiana to actually come out and pull away with the win at the last few minutes?
Yeah, I thought they stayed aggressive off the dribble. We didn't make great adjustments to help and give our point guards, help with D-Rob in the middle of the floor and then, complement. They made some tough shots over contested people late. But yeah, in the last 4 minutes of the game, we just couldn't string together consecutive stops to give ourselves a chance. We held them under 40% for the game now. Usually, we're the number 1 team that way. Usually it's good enough to win, but I would take 39% shooting from the field as a defensive coach any day of the week in this league. But we didn't help ourselves out at the offensive end.
Jacqueline?
Hi, Kurt. Just curious, what your message to your team is after a tough loss like this, heading into, your final game before the first half of the season ends.
Yeah, it's our 4th game in 7 days. So now we fly back tonight, get a couple days off before we start to prep for our last 2 games. First, home against Atlanta. And again, Atlanta's exactly where Indiana is, right? They're hungry. They haven't won. They've dropped some games. So they're a hungry team coming back from that West Coast trip where, they played well out there, but they're in the exact same situation, looking up in the standings and got some work ahead of them. And they are incredibly athletic. So we got to get back, get some rest, get away from the game for a couple of days and get back to work on Tuesday.
And do you see any, bright spots coming out of this game? I think it looks like your turnovers were a season low tonight.
Yeah, turnovers were real low, and that meant we got shots on goal, but we just couldn't make shots tonight. And then, a credit to Indiana could have run away with the game, and our backup guards really sparked us and put us in position to maybe steal a win that we might not have deserved or looked like we were going to get. So, I was really happy in the locker room after the game that we had Natisha, Kyla, Dejanay on the floor all at the same time, and they gave us energy. Kyla got to the basket a few times. Dejanay got to the basket once. They gave us a spark. They gave us an energy. There was an aggressiveness about them. And, I hope that gives them confidence moving forward that they can be sparks like that off the bench for us. So, that was a bright spot for us in a situation where the game could have just gone away.
Thanks, Kurt.
Tony?
Hey, Coach, I cover the Fever here in Indiana, and you mentioned that they gave you some trouble with their size in this 2-game series. Betty Hattar got her first 2 starts of the season in this series. What did you think of the impact she had for the Fever, and what kind of difficulties does her height give you guys?
It's a combination of her height and her feet. She's got good feet, so she, can make up for some mistakes, with her feet, and then her length is, around the rim at times bothering us. She rim ran and got another big basket early. She's got a bright future. She played the whole Thursday night without a rebound, but her length can be a factor and she can make some shots. She's underrated facing the basket, and she made some shots early. She's a nice young post player.
Alexa, you'll be the last question for Kurt.
Kurt, this is obviously, you mentioned the 4th game for you guys in 7 days, but JJ coming right back from Eurobasket, it's been probably a tougher stretch for her than anyone else on the team. How have you seen her handle it? Did you think fatigue played a factor tonight at all for her?
She doesn't want that excuse, Alexa, but obviously, a tough stretch for her. I thought she was really aggressive in spots tonight. I appreciated that. She just didn't have, the offensive game she's certainly capable of. She shot, less than 33% from the field. She's in the top 5 in the league in field goal percentage. So, just, a tough night finishing the basketball. But she won't want the excuse that, that was her 3rd game back, 3rd road game back in a row after the stretch with Bosnia. But, again, I thought she was aggressive in stretches. The ball just didn't go through the hoop a lot for her tonight.
All right. Thank you, Kurt. Okay. Ned, you can go first.
Afternoon, Bree. Not to take anything away from Indiana today, but you guys look like a team that needs a rest. Did you guys feel that? Do you feel that way today, physically?
4 games, 7 days. It's tough, but that's how the schedule is. Regardless of how tired we are, we need to show up and play our basketball, play better than we did today. It's not an excuse. We have to find the energy, and it gets tough sometimes, but this is what we got to do.
Thank you. Get a nap, please.
Alexa?
Hey, Bree, what was it like being back in Indiana this, I guess it was more than a weekend, but last few days?
It was nice. I got to swing by the house. I still have a house out here. So, swung by the old neighborhood, saw some old friends. It was nice seeing, some of the fans that have been loyal since the day I was here, still in the stands. It was great to see that. And of course, Lynn Dunn was here. Kedge was here, just great people that were placed in my life. It's just great to be back. And, I feel like Indy's my second home. So it's always nice to come back.
Thank you.
Jacqueline?
Hi, Bree. Guarding someone like Danielle Robinson, just what about her game makes her tough? And, what challenges did she give you guys tonight?
She's really quick, and we got some separation at times. And when you have a big time screener like McCowan, it makes it difficult because you have to kind of pick your poisons that way. We got let her get a little loose and a little comfortable today, and when you let a player like that with the speed that she has, it'll cause problems for you. But she had a really good night.
Any other questions for Brianna?
You're all set.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open up the questions for Dawana. Alexa, you can go first.
Hey, Dewana. Kurt mentioned that he thought that Indiana's length bothered you guys at times. What was your kind of take on that? Was that something that you thought gave you guys some challenges?
Yeah, that could be a thing. I think we missed a lot of shots that we normally make as well. They were hungry for a win. They were hungry to get a win. They played really, really hard down the stretch, hit some key shots. We still had an opportunity to win the game, but we needed one stop and we didn't get it. But I definitely think maybe that length bothered us a little bit. We missed some shots that we normally make. And like I said, they were just really hungry for a win.
And I'm sure you don't want to use this as an excuse, but with 4 games in 7 days, how are just you feeling physically after the tough stretch?
Oh man, of course we're tired. Of course we're tired. That's just the WBA, how the season goes. The last game, when we're all anxious to get back to Connecticut, get a couple of days off. So we'll go back and regroup. We'll be ready at home for sure.
Thanks, Dawana.
Jacqueline?
Hi, Dawana. Just in general, what is the team's mindset heading into the final game of the first half of the season stretch? And in your opinion, what are some things that you think the team needs to improve on to finish strong on Friday?
Is Atlanta our last game before this? Well, we have one more after that in New York, but
yeah, I think it's Atlanta.
Yeah, I think, like I said, we shot the ball terrible. Like in the paint, outside, wherever, we shot terrible. So I think we just got to get in the gym and lock in a little bit. I think this couple of days off will do us a little justice with our legs, and I'll get a little lift, get a little bounce back. But we also got to lock in a little bit better on defense. That's what we do. We held them to like 33%, I said, which is great, but we can't put them to the free throw line, and we gotta knock down their shots.
Thanks, Dawana.
Any other questions for Dawana? All right, you're all set.
Robin, we coming home, girl.